the cozy good news blanket on the back of your good news couch. And with me at the desk is my coziest co-pilot, Rossi Ross Matthews.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
All right, before we get started, the money booth strikes again.
Yes.
You know why? Because it's pop quiz! Okay, so at the end of the show, one audience member is going to earn time in the booth if they answer questions. And today we've got a twist. All the questions will come from a very special guest in our digital hub, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes. There he is.
All right. Why don't we get into some headlines? First up, guess who just joined Instagram? Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because he's one of the most influential rappers in history. He just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this weekend. He's a billionaire. He's a game changer. It's JayZ.
Welcome.
People report that Jay almost got 2 million followers instantaneously, and he follows just one account. Can you guess what that one account is?
Come on, right?
Queen Bey!
Beyoncé.
And the first post that he did was The Harder They Fall, which is a new Netflix movie that he co-produced and wrote music for. It's a Western starring Regina King and Idris Elba. Oh, we'll all be there for that one.
Oh, yeah, hello.
And, yeah, you, Rossi, your thing?
Well, no, I was just going to say, didn't you just, get to meet JayZ? Take a picture with him?
I have met him before,
okay.
But I did just get to hang out with him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Look at this.
Us.
Look.
He said congratulations on the show.
What?
Him and Beyoncé know about the show, Rossi.
What?
I know.
Oh my God. Hi, JayZ.
By the way,
hi, Beyoncé.
My quick funny JayZ story is that I was at the MTV Movie Music Something Awards many years ago.
Yes.
And Beyoncé comes out and she's singing Crazy in Love.
Oh.
And he's standing there at the monitor and I'm standing at the monitor because I'm going on after her and we're watching her and he's like, yeah, it's so funny. She's, just hanging out and then just goes out there and does all that. And he's just looking at the monitor like, my beautiful wife. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. It's crazy, that you can just switch personalities like that. And then we just started talking. He's like, give me 1 second. And he picks up the microphone and goes out onto the stage and does his part of the song. And I was like, oh, I'm just such a fan of his, as we all are. And when those moments happen, I don't feel like a cool Hollywood insider. I feel like someone who is getting to meet one of their heroes, and I'm just freaking out inside, hoping that it doesn't look too crazy on the outside.
No. That is so cool. Did you handle your cool? Were you totally chill?
I mean, I probably look like this when I was telling the story. Because that's how I felt inside. I'm not cool. I never am. It's not, that's not for me in this lifetime. But, whatever.
No, keep it real. I'm going to follow him on IG. You guys can follow him? Yeah, I'm in. All right, up next, we've got your TV plans for November 19th. Mark this down. Rolling Stone reports that day FX and Hulu are premiering Malfunction, the dressing down of Janet Jackson. Yes. The entire nation's going to be watching it. It's going to be a rhythm nation. It's a documentary all about the infamous Super Bowl moment between Janet and Justin Timberlake. Remember that? The doc breaks it down and the huge impact it had on Janet's career. And it looks at all the cultural and racial dynamics at play as well. I know, Drew, I can't wait to see this.
I do want to watch it. That was such a mystery.
Yes.
And there was such fallout from it. And I would like to understand why this moment happened, and because all I know is that it was just a complete takedown. So I just am like, who was involved? Who knew? Who is responsible? Because this, really was a big deal.
Major pop culture moment. And you remember what happened afterwards. And think about how much the culture has shifted since then, and maybe because of this moment? And how would it go down if something like that were to happen now? It's really affected our culture.
I mean, raise of hands from the audience, like, who has a burning curiosity of, like, the who, how, what, where, and when of this incident?
Totally.
You, ma'am, in the vest, which I am feeling you because we're vest twins. What is your curiosity and opinion about this?
I'm always curious when it comes to a double standard between what happens to a man and then what happens to a woman, and then specifically what happens to an African-American woman. So I'm very curious as to the dynamics, because it did seem like the fallout was completely unfair, uncalled for. So I'm pretty strong in those opinions.
Yeah, agree. I remember Justin Timberlake, he apologized.
That makes me feel less crazy, because that's exactly why I want to know. And thank you for sharing that, Ross.
Well, I just remember Justin Timberlake even apologized about how it all went down. So I'm hoping they're talking to everybody to get to the bottom of what happened and what they think about it all these years later. I'll be watching for sure.
Okay, next, for all the singles out there with dating app fatigue, we have a new concept for you. Listen, dating apps are here. You can't fight City Hall, but I am looking for new angles or new refreshes. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. Okay, this is really cool. It's totally different. It's a dating app called Thursday, and Bustle reports that it only works on guess what day? Thursdays. Now, you can only log in once a week, which I like because everybody's like, okay, this is good boundaries for everybody.
Okay.
And only match if you're actually free that night for an in-person date, which I'm assuming if you're on the app Thursdays, you're free that night. Okay. Plus, every week, the app releases the name of a secret singles-only bar somewhere in the city. And this is what I love, because this is kicking it old school. I feel like you're kind of bubbling like you're a part of a secret society.
Yes.
This is just so fun. And then, making it even more magical, all the matches disappear that night at midnight. Hello, Cinderella. That's right.
Now, what?
That we all know anything you ever put out there on that cloud is going to last forever, but we can all fool ourselves thinking it disappears at midnight, and that's fun.
This is a no-go from me.
Really,
no.
Rossi? Why?
Thursdays. Let me tell you something. Anything you want, you've got to work for. So if you want a relationship, you've got to be out there trying to find
I think maybe we should decipher that it's probably for people who are looking for fun and not maybe a relationship.
Oh, well, yeah, if you want to get it on Thursday, then you can get it right here. Yeah. Go for it.
Back in the day, I used to love secret, like, you know, say this word or the address is like passed around. It was all before social media. And it just made me feel like a part of something. And it was fun and exciting. Show of hands if anybody kind of likes that secret society action.
Wait.
Like, there's something really, like, exciting about it.
You actually went to bars and someone did say the code word? You did that thing?
Of course I did. All over the globe. I would, like, go to Berlin and go to, like, a secret club that was happening that night. I used to be so fun. Yes, I have.
No, that doesn't happen to normal people. The coolest thing I ever did was have, like, the promo code when I checked out online at the Gap. That's 20% off. That's the coolest thing I ever did. Wow.
Well, guess what? I'm now in your shoes. I am now Mrs. Promo Code.
God, I hope they're 20% off shoes.